Good morning. Yeah, 15 minutes until morning's over. Um, I just first wanted to say thank you to anyone who is electing to support um, what's it's morphing today because I'm spending today really just workshopping through everything. This has all been in my head for a hot minute, but it's going to be the Mostly Mental Mom. A couple reasons on the name. One, whenever you go into these kind of things with platforms and naming conventions and social media handles, it's ideal to have a consistent one. And that one I can stay consistent on everything. So I did kind of pivot into that. I won't be talking just motherhood. That's for those of you who know me know I love my daughter dearly. And of course, I will be addressing how mental health and motherhood are magnificent and misunderstood and mistaken as a weakness, all those things, but it's not a motherhood journey. So, I'm working on a kind of like my tag, I guess you could say, call to action to be more clear on like what my mission is here. The biggest mission is just to let all of my walls down so hopefully others feel comfortable doing the same to someone somewhere. Never has to be on this scale, on this platform. It doesn't have to be to me. But it's called a silent battle for a reason. I'm gonna try not to get emotional. I mean, I'm gonna get emotional at some point on here. I might as well face that. I also won't do videos all the time because it just is what it is. I'm trying to multitask. I'm not doing a great job, but I'm trying to get my website up and going too. So all the information's in one place because I'll be doing written word and blogging, and then also a podcast is coming down the pipeline. And I'm so excited about that. So, but anyways, it's a silent battle for a reason. Suicides hit so hard for a reason. People do not feel comfortable sharing. They don't know how to share. Sometimes you don't have the words. You only have the tears. And so I'm going to do what I can because I have felt this calling for years. Sorry, y'all. And it's time. So it's time to be a voice to anyone that'll listen. So, woo. With that said, I should have some jokes sprinkled in and lighthearted shit. And this is going to be uncensored, unfiltered. If you get offended easily, I wouldn't tune in. It's just overrated. I'm sorry. Saying shit and fuck make me feel a little bit happier sometimes, and I'm gonna lean into that. So there's that. Go and get that out of the way. And then as far as the podcast goes, I have been looking into the best ways to launch those, how to go about it. It's not going to be a video for now. That is just too much editing to take on at this point. I'm fortunate that we are a musical family, and my husband got me recording stuff a while back, and so I have a mic. I have a good mic to do a podcast. And it's just going to be solo for the most part. I'm just going to topic out different things that are important, just tough topics. Hopefully questions come along from you guys that I can build off of. There is no question too big, no question too small, and no topic too personal on this front for me, because that's how you open this up to be accessible to everyone. But I do have some guests already in mind for the podcast. So I'll be bringing on people too, and I hope and pray that grows as well, because I'm passionate about it and love talking to other people about it. So, but with that said, for those of you that don't really know much about my journey, or necessarily maybe you just think I'm interested in mental health, I don't really know. I'm going to play dumb here on this, but I have been on my own journey of mental health since 2009, I believe, was when I first received professional help and medications for depression and anxiety and insomnia. I've always struggled with sleep because the racing thoughts never stop. But I finally got help in 2009. That was my first year out of college. And we'll go into that part of life later. But it took from 2009 until 2015. So, that's 6 years? It took 6 years to get a proper diagnosis, basically. And several years more to get the right doctor, medication. I lucked out on the therapist front. I got matched with somebody for a whole nother reason, for needing to get evaluated for a medical procedure, and I met her in 2015, and she has been my therapist ever since. But in 2015 is when I got properly diagnosed with bipolar 2. That's when it really sunk in for me, that this wasn't just going to go away. And I mean, we're talking almost a decade later, and it is still a daily battle and fight. And I don't want that to be discouraging. I want it to be a real expectation, and it's not the result for everyone. Everyone is different, and everyone's lives are different, and circumstances are different, and the challenges that life brings you affect your mental health, and then affect how you heal and how you grow in that part of your life as well. So yes, just like every health ailment, every struggle, there are people that are going to bounce back, that are going to have better success rates, and are going to have different success rates and different stories in every aspect of life, including mental health. But I believe from my journey that, one, I know I'm not alone. I know I'm not the only one. So, to me, that warrants talking about it. And two, I think and feel like most people don't really honor the diagnosis of a mental health disorder like you should any health diagnosis. They're easy to drink away, recreational drug away, other drugs away. You can kind of band-aid it for a long time. And that can be very detrimental. But it has been on my heart and on my mind for years now. Oh gosh. I mean, it wasn't long after I met my counselor in 2015 that I thought if I could, I'd go back to school and I'd be a counselor. So it's been on my heart to be an advocate and really be one and really share. And that's going to be sharing ways that mental health has devastated me, where I have grown and seen strength and courage from it, where the day-to-day things are sometimes impossible, and where sometimes I feel like I can conquer the world, and all the things in between. And how the only thing I know at this point, in this juncture, is that I was finally able to reach a point in my own life and journey of not caring about opinions of other people. Sure, you can't just fully take that away, but I struggled hardcore with people pleasing and looking for validation or lack thereof. Silence would kill me more than words would kill me. You name it. I spent 2 decades or more basing all of my decisions in life and choices on what other people thought. And this last year, that brought me to my knees, because it left me with me and me only to look at in the mirror. And that's what I needed. It sucked and it was hard. It's still hard. But it left me with a confirmation that I was ready to put out into the world, knowing not everyone's going to agree. People are going to tune me out. People are going to maybe even verbally comment, say whatever, ugly things, nice things, whatever. And I had to be ready for that. For this, I had to be ready for it. And I was not until recently. So, that's why I'm here. And that is why this is so important to me, that I'm humbled by anyone that watches and pays attention and listens. But this is for that one person. The one person that's on that edge. And if I can have any part of someone backing off the edge, the rest of you can think I'm the dumbest piece of shit on the face of the planet. Quite frankly, because I will have taken the load I've been given and used it for good. And judgment, bring it on. So, all right, I will get a hold of my emotions. Hopefully, doing this on a podcast where it's all words and I can edit that, will be better. So, but I just was pleasantly surprised as I shared my Facebook account this morning and stuff. And yeah, thank you. So, if you have a passion for mental health, or you are just curious and you want to be a guest on my podcast and you want to Q&A me, please let me know. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'll keep you posted. A website is coming shortly that will have everything in one place. And for anyone fighting the fight, keep it up. Showing up is a win. Showing up a mess and in tears and done nothing, unproductive, you feel worthless, but you made it. You made it another 24 hours. That's a win, friends. That is a win. And I am here to make sure that at the end of the day, you know that. All the other stuff's great, but your family and the people that love you just want you to be here. So, on that note, the mostly mental mom, I think is pretty fitting. Just gonna sign off and get back to website editing. So, y'all have a great rest of the day.